This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They go here with the former Lion, DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go. Second down and 8. Young to throw it. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. To the sideline and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Tua to try again on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
York able to send this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 7 from the 20. They'll stay on the ground. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Gibbs straight ahead. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
44, ready.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Tua going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 49 yards. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little more anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Young on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Looking to throw, Young. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Young, he's going to change it up. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Young. He's got the connection to Cooper. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton, 26 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Solo left Zion.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Open man is Waddle, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Young to throw it. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
If maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then.
but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
It'll be Young again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
They'll go again with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Tua. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd down and 3. Young off the play fake. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here is Young. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The 20, 10. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw, Young. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's Young off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Young on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back now at Ford Field.
They're right here.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. T.J. Watt collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now here's Young. He'll get this off to Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That throw by Young incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll play fake. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Down to about the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yard.